You awoke, feeling sore all over. Last night had been hard. Leaning over the edge of your bed, you fished under it for a bottle of wine you kept there to deal with the stress of waking up in the morning. You sighed as you took the heavy glass bottle into your hand and pulled it out. Licking your lips, you took the wine glass from your nightstand, filling it. However, after taking a quick sip, a hand suddenly appeared from your right. "Oh, you're awake," you mused. But then the hand wrapped around the underside of the glass. You blinked in confusion, too sleep-drunken to react quick enough. The hand yanked it out of yours and threw it across the room. The glass shattered, spilling the red liquid across the wall.
"Why did you do that?"
You barked. "Hate the smell of wine in the morning," they mumbled. You scoffed.
"I hate the smell of you."
Your bedfellow chuckled and lifted himself up, his eyes filled with fiery passion. "So do I." You frowned. Diluc was a dick.
"You're going to clean this up, mister."
The redhead huffed. "Pfft, or what?" You grinned.
"I'll tell my sister."
"Both of them." Diluc laughed. "That's barely a threat." You bit your lower lip, almost drawing blood. "They wouldn't believe you anyways." Diluc Rockvindre, owner of the Dawn Winery, former high-ranking member of the Knights of Favonius, had been wed to one of your sisters, the acting Grand Master Jean, for about 2 years now. Officially, the marriage was perfect, but that didn't mean it had its ups and downs. And when the downs became too much, you were the one he visited. Not that you minded. You might hated his personality, but his looks and skills in bed outweighed that.
"Why are you still here, by the way?"
You asked smugly. He growled in response.
"I mean, if I remember, you said yourself, I'll be gone by tomorrow, so don't worry."
You looked at your bedroom window.
"Seems like it's the middle of the day."
Making fun of him for that was your way of trying to hide how, despite having slept for so long, your eyes still hurt from tiredness. "I'm going to fix this with her," he mumbled angrily. "Oh, are you now?" He growled at you like a wild wolf. Your eyes darted towards his hands, that had turned to fists. You knew what would happen if he dared to hit you outside of bedroom fun. In fact, he knew what would happen. But you wondered if you could get him to the point where he would actually do it. "Why do you even keep doing it, if you hate it so much?" you asked. Diluc didn't answer, which told you exactly what you were thinking. He had no clue himself.
"Remind me, lover boy, when did this all start again?"
"Oh, yes. He had a fight with Jean and she kicked him out. And you just so happened to be outside walking the streets of Mondstadt." Diluc never actually told you what this had been about.
"You and Jean just can't see eye to eye."
He scoffed and got on his feet.
"Wait,"
you said.
"Clean that up."
He turned around to look at you with disdain.
"Come on."
"I didn't hear you say please." You rolled your eyes and threw a pillow at his face. He shouted in surprise.
"Clean it,"
you ordered through clenched teeth. 10 minutes later, only the wine stain on your wall remained. "There. Happy?" You ground your teeth. Happy is too strong of a word, lover boy. He huffed.
I would say pleased.
Admittedly, certainly more pleased than with your performance last night. I'll kill you, was Diluc's only response.
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
Diluc buried his face behind his hands. Why do I keep doing this?
Beats me. In my eyes, you're just an asshole with a great cock.
Diluc rolled his eyes. I'm going to fix this, I tell you. This was the last time. You didn't reply. You knew sooner or later he would return. Seeing him with Jean almost daily filled you with a sick sense of satisfaction. You could see him crack further and further every day. Then, you finally realized what he wasn't able to tell you. Jean was boring. You chuckled every day you witnessed Diluc trying something, followed by her saying no and suggesting something that sounded as entertaining as watching paint dry. And you made sure to thank Lord Barbados every day for giving you a personality, and the job of maid instructor in the Favonian's headquarters. So you could be as close to your sister and her cheating husband as possible. It took Diluc an entire month before he knocked on your door again. With a smug grin, you opened your mouth, but he just growled, "Don't even think about it."
I was just going to ask why you're here, mister. I'll fix it.
He raised a finger in anger, but then let his shoulders hang. "Can I please come in?" You nodded and let him pass. Your home was next to Diluc's tavern, the Angel's Share. Cute 3-story house, fully paid by your lovely older sister. Safe to say, if she knew about your little affair with her husband, this house would either no longer be yours, or she'd make you pay taxes and rent. You had been in the middle of cooking when the redheads had so rudely interrupted you. So for now, you sat him down in the kitchen, while you made sure your food wouldn't burn.
So, why this time?
Diluc blushed. "None of your business." Was your dismissive reply.
You know, this tofu stuff is disgusting, but for some reason putting it in salt water with some herbs and seaweed makes it utterly delicious.
Miso soup was the only tofu dish you liked. You glanced at Diluc. Clearly, every second not spent doing what he came here for was making him angrier and angrier.
Let me guess. She isn't in the mood tonight?
You said after turning off the stove's fire. The man sighed. "Not in the mood for 2 weeks. You scoffed.
You're such a baby, you know that?
He sighed and got on his feet. "Let's go. The longer I'm here, the higher the chance someone looks for me." He followed you upstairs in your bedroom. Diluc showed you barely any passion. His kisses were dry and tongueless. His touches lacked effort until his fingers reached your lower half. Just like last time, you awoke, sore all over. You stretched your back and groaned, pleased. Then you reached under your bed and fished for your wine bottle. This time you drank from it directly, and you felt Diluc's gaze upon you. Looking at him, you threw him a toothy grin.
Didn't you say, do it quick? The longer I stay, the higher the chance someone comes looking for me.
He scoffed and rolled on his side. You shrugged and put the bottle back to your lips. After about 20 minutes, Diluc got up and began dressing himself.
So, when can I expect you again, so you don't interrupt me while cooking?
He stopped all of his movements for a moment. Never. This was the last time. I mean it. I'm going to work on my marriage. I can't allow myself to fall for your tricks again. You blinked.
Why are you so angry? You mumbled something you didn't quite catch. I swear, I'm never coming back. Don't talk to me. This would be so much easier if you could just admit this is unfixable. You grinned. You could have just dated me. And you would have no problems. He glared daggers at you. And you chuckled. You don't need to say it. I hate you too. Biting your lip, you added, with a passion. You're disgusting. An insult to the Gunhilder clan. That did manage to hurt your feelings. Angrily, you threw the wine bottle at him. With a loud thud, it crashed into his shoulder before shattering on the ground. Diluc shouted more profanities at you before opening the door. Trying to fight your tears, all you replied was, I'll keep your bedside warm, you bastard! After I threw the door behind him shut, you buried your face in your pillow. You weren't sad, just... For a moment, it got really scary. After a while, you got up, cleaned up the shards and leftover liquid of your wine bottle. But before getting ready for work, you walked into your kitchen, where you boiled some water and then poured it into a water skin, out of sheer pettiness. Almost an entire year later, during the first snow of winter, when the sun had vanished beyond the horizon, you heard the unmistakable noise of someone knocking on your front door. There, covered in a thick winter coat, face flushed red, stood who else but Diluc. You let him in without a word. He followed you into your bedroom. After getting undressed, you climbed into your bed. And just when he raised the blankets, he noticed the water skin. His brows furrowed. What the fuck is this? He touched it and his eyes widened. It was warm. His eyes darted towards you. Told you I'd keep your bedside warm, you piece of shit. Angrily, he grabbed the water skin and dropped it on the floor. Why this time? Was she boring again? He answered by leaping on top of you. Diluc pinned you down. With his legs, he exposed your lower half. When I'm done with you tonight, you won't have the energy left in you to be smug. You grinned. Bring it on, lover boy.